Hello, dear students. My name is Bankeswar Panigrahi. Today, we are going to discuss about a new topic, that is multiprocessing operating system. So, in our last class, we have covered about the multi-programming operating system and the operations or the working structure of multi-programming operating system and advantages and disadvantages of multi-programming operating system. So now, in today's topic about the multiprocessing operating system, we have also discussed about the working structure of multiprocessing and the types of multiprocessing operating systems, and also the advantages and disadvantages of multiprocessing. So, in case of multiprogramming, a single processor may used to execute multiple programs at a time by the help of three states, that is ready state, running state and waiting state. So, in case of multiprogramming, a single processor may be shared in between the multiple programs if the processor may break down or stop working, then the entire process is destroyed or the work progress comes to halting mode. That means there is no work progress if the single processor that we are using to execute multiple programs or jobs or tasks is breakdown, then the total process will comes to the halting state or stop working. Okay. So to avoid that problem, we are using a new type of processor mechanism that is called as multiprocessing operating system to execute multiple jobs by not using single processor but also using more than one processor. Okay. So multiprocessing is a technique that is used more than one processors to execute more than one programs or tasks. Okay. So, in case of multiprocessing, there are many types of programs are entered into the computer systems for execution, and in multiprocessing, the two processors are used for executing the jobs. So, one job is executed the normal programs or normal tasks, and another processor may be used for execute the network related issues or programs if came to the computer systems. So the two processors are used in a single system to execute multiple systems, to execute multiple tasks or programs. So here one advantage point is there, that is, if one processor is breakdown due to some issue or due to some reason, if one processor is breakdown, then the entire process will not be come to the halting state or halt mode or stop. Rather than it will continue its work by the help of another system, another CPU or another processor as a backup. Okay. So here we will also come to conclusion that the two processors are used. One processor if breakdown, then another processor works as a backup for the another computer processor. Okay. So the multiprocessing, the basic idea of reading the multiprocessor operating systems is that in case of multiprogramming, we are executing the multiple jobs by a single processor, but in multiprocessing we are using the more number of processors or two processors at a time to execute different types of programs, which will increase our work performance, and it is also used in organizations where the jobs are required to execute at very fast mode. In that organizations we use the multiprocessing operating systems like the weather broadcasting, etc. We are using the multiprocessing operating systems. Okay, let's go through the notes. So here are the notes about the multiprocessing operating system. So multiprocessor operating system refers to the use of two or more central processing units, CPUs, within a single computer system. These multiple CPUs are in a close communication sharing the computer bus, memory and other peripheral devices. That means the multiple processors what we are using in our single computer system, in case of multiprocessing operating system, the two processors may share the computer bus, memory and other peripheral devices like keyboard, mouse, CPU, desktop, or the display screen, etc. They are shared with each other. So these types of systems are used when very high speed is required to process a large volume of data. Okay. So these systems are generally used in environment like satellite control or weather forecasting. As I told you that these type of systems are used in those organizations where the rapid progress of the tasks is required within a short period of time. There we are using the multiprocessor operating system. So where we are using the multiprocessor operating systems like the organizations, satellite control or weather forecasting, etc. So the basic organization of multiprocessing system is shown in the figure. So this is the figure which indicates the multiprocessing operating system. So here is the CPU1, CPU2 and main memory. These are the IO processors, input output processors, and these are the input output units. All the processors may share the memory or the input output units, as well as we can call them the peripheral devices, by the two processors at the same time. This will shown in the figure. Okay, because the memory is one and the IO units are divided into the two processors, and the CPU is also divided into two processors. Okay, but they are sharing the single memory and the single input output peripherals. Okay, so this is the diagrammatic representation of the multiprocessing operating system. And multiprocessing system is based on the symmetric multiprocessing model, in which each processor runs an identical copy of operating system and these copies communicate with each other. That means in the case of multiprocessing, the processors those are worked in the computer system, in a single computer system, they share their information with each other. Okay, that's why it is called as the symmetric multiprocessing model. Okay. So in this system, processor is assigned a specific task. A master processor controls the system. This scheme defines a master-slave relationship. Okay. So this is called the master-slave relationship. These systems can save money in compared to single processor systems because the processors can share peripherals, power supplies and other devices. Okay. So the main advantage of multiprocessor system is to get more work done in a shorter period of time. Okay. As I have told you that the multiprocessing operating systems are used in those organizations where we have to solve more than one task within a few or limited time period. There we are using the multiprocessor operating systems because of there is a good advantage that we are using the multiple processors instead of single processor to execute multiple jobs. So moreover, multiprocessor systems prove more reliable in the situations of a failure of one processor. In this situation, the system with multiprocessor will not halt the system, it will only slow it down. Okay. As I told you. So multiprocessor system is of two types. One is loosely coupled multiprocessor system and highly or tightly coupled multiprocessor system. So what is a loosely coupled multiprocessor system? It is a type of multiprocessing in which there is a distributed memory instead of shared memory. That means here the processors are not sharing the single memory, but they are shared a individual memory to each and every processor. Then that is called as the loosely coupled multiprocessor. In loosely coupled multiprocessor system, data rate is low rather than tightly coupled multiprocessor system. So next we may go to the tightly coupled multiprocessor system. So it is a type of multiprocessing system in which there is shared memory. That means the two processors that are used inside our computer system or CPU, they can share a single memory with each other. That is called as the tightly coupled multiprocessor system. In tightly coupled multiprocessor system, data rate is high rather than loosely coupled multiprocessor system. So next is advantages of multiprocessor systems. So what are the advantages that I told you before? That more reliable systems. More reliable means Here we are using the two processors instead of single processor, and the two processors are working as like one is giving backup to another. That's why if one processor fails, then the total work is not halt. This will continue by using the another processor. Okay, so this is called as more reliable system. For example, there are 5 processors in a multiprocessor system and one of them fails, then also 4 processors are still working, so the system only becomes slower and does not ground to a halt mode. Okay. Next is enhanced throughput. As I have told you that throughput is nothing but the performance of the CPU. So if multiple processors are working, then the throughput of the system increases. Okay, because the system performance increases, that is called as it measured in terms of throughput, that is number of processes getting executed per unit of time increase. If there are n processors, then the throughput increases by an amount just under n. So next we may go through the disadvantages of multiprocessor systems. So what is the disadvantages? Is the increased expense. Obviously, here we are using, instead of single processor, we are using the multiprocessors, and to purchase the processors there is a high cost involvement is there. Okay. That's why it is given as the disadvantages here, the increased expense. Even though multiprocessor systems are cheaper in the long run than using multiple computer systems, still they are quite expensive. It is much cheaper to buy a simple single processor system than a multiprocessor system. Next is large main memory required. All the processors in the multiprocessor system shares the memory. That's why a large memory is required. So a much larger pool of memory is required as compared to single processor systems. Also it is a expensive process. That's why it is called as the disadvantages point of but multiprocessing operating system. So this is all about the multiprocessing operating system. So read it carefully. Thank you.